public event just the same as you could get the shit from the raid. I mean, they were on the same level, and it was stupid. Made no sense. You know, it even started, they were even giving people, like, trials and raid gear from Clan Ingrams. Like, you didn't even have to do the shit, and you would get loot from the different, activities in the game. But they finally nipped that shit in the bud and were like, yeah, you can't get raid and trials gear from your Clan Ingrams anymore. And so, I mean, it started, and it's like I said, it's a slippery slope there, and, like, they need to either stop doing shit like that or continue to fucking just ruin the whole of the fucking game, where by the time the first little annual pass expansion happens in, like, January or December or some shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, around that area. You know, so, I mean, what are they going to do? Just like, oh, we're going to introduce this really cool exotic gun, and it's going to take some real strategy and real work and real skill to get, but people are going to fucking cry that they can't get it, so we're going to make the fucking quest a complete joke and end up everybody can fucking get it, and then we're going to nerf it. Makes no fucking sense. I mean, they're basically doing exactly the same thing they did in D1. You know, and it's like... And then it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't be bitching if it was OP if they had to work to get it, but they don't want to do the work to get it. They don't want to put in the effort. They may not feel like they have good enough skill. They may not like, well, I don't want to have to try to fucking kill people to get a certain gun because the killing the people is too fucking hard, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? I worked my ass off to get my fucking hand cannon, and I just got slapped in the fucking face because they nerfed the quest line. Like, I worked on 2 different characters, we did it. You know? Now everybody's gonna be able to get it because now you just gotta get shit with hand cannon kills. I mean, granted, you still have to get the 25 precision hand cannon kills in Crucible, but it's just... That's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, why the fuck did I spend the first 2 or 3 weeks of this Forsaken expansion trying to get invader kills with my fucking hand cannon, and I did it in 1 day. Like, it didn't take that long. I got my hand cannon kills in 1 day. I had the Ace of Spades in 1 day. Like, if you grind enough in 1 day, you can get that fucking gun. I'm proof of it. You're proof of it, Falcon. We both got that gun on day 1 and 2. And it was an entire day from the very first step to the very last step. Took an entire day of getting that gun, and I had that bitch before I got offline. I mean, it was fantastic. You know what? You know, so now it's another slap in the face to those of us that did it the hard way, and now it's like, oh yeah, sorry about you. And so it's like fucking, it's stupid. Well, they've already made the fucking chaperone easier than they did in D1 to get. Yeah. Yeah, and you had to have one of each class and a fire team of 3 to do certain activities with each person and with each different class, and then, you know, you had to learn basically no binary so you could fucking unlock the damn thing and know where to go. I mean, that was a sweet, sweet puzzle for that fucking gun, but they never made that easy to get. They never nerfed that puzzle to get that gun. It was just everybody knew how to do it, and then they started just basically taking people through the raid and giving them that gun, like we did. There towards the end. That's what we did, man. We run Wrath of the Machine 5-6 times a week just helping people get their Outbreak Prime, because number one, it's a fun-ass raid to run. Huh?
Look, let's not get into what might have shot into the sky and which enemy just summoned a bunch of reinforcements.
It sounds like you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm on the tower if you just want to join on me.
There's a high concentration of solar energy over there.
Well, not just that. Okay, check this out. Alright, if they wanted to nerf the Ace of Spades quest, okay, do that. But give something a little special to those of us that did it the hard way first. You know what I mean? Give us a little power bump, or, you know, give us, you know, maybe we proc our Memento Mori for those that did it the old school way, gets an extra round or two in the chamber versus those who do it the easy way now. You know, give us something instead of a slap in the face for doing it the way they had intentionally made it the way, and then they fucked it up.
Or like an ornament saying that you did it the old way or something. You know, that proves that you did it the OG way, an ornament to the gun that you can only get. Like, yeah. Or a really cool emblem, yeah.
You know, something to signify those of us that put in the work and did it the old way, instead of just like, oh, you got Ace of Spades, and they can't tell if we did it the new way or if we did it the more difficult way that they had it original.
Well, actually, they'd be able to tell if they look at the logs and stuff, because the logs would show what time you got it, and then they'd know when the patch came out, too, for that. So they'd still be able to find it, you know, if they wanted to do that.
Absolutely. You know, and they refuse to acknowledge those players and that do things an original way to get their, you know, you fucking grind your ass off. Like they did the same thing with the Moments of Triumph, like Solstice of Heroes event at the end of August, right before this Forsaken expansion came out. They, you know, they're like, hey, thanks for playing our shit game for a year. Here's, you know, here's a $30 t-shirt that you won't get till fucking February next year, but, you know, thanks. It's a discount code. Like, really? That's all I get for playing your shit game for a year is a discount code for a t-shirt that's gonna cost me $30 bucks? But it's exclusive. Yeah, it should be fucking free. You know, I just put in a $180 fucking investment. If I can't get a t-shirt from y'all after inputting $180 of my own money into this shit, then something's fucked up. And then they turn around and do this shit. We're gonna nerf the Ace of Spades quest because all the little crybabies can't get it. Like, no shit. You're just gonna have to bite the bullet and understand that they fucking cannot let everybody have everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
I think that was one of the things that also got on your nerves too, back when Gears of War, when we played Gears of War, people started bitching about the shotguns being too OP, so then they nerfed it to where the shotguns, you had to shoot somebody point blank in the face 4 times before it actually killed them. Because people were bitching about the
that was sawed-offs in Gears 3. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was a fucking badass. I was a goddamn surgeon in Gears 3 with that fucking sawed-off, and then they ruined it. We're nerfing the entire game.
Oh, somebody please tweet, as in skill you mean something showing at 524 but only getting it at 508? Yeah, that's some skill.
Yeah. Hey, Kate, 10 Glimmer says there's a tank on that elevator.
Please don't encourage him.
Yeah, but there's glitches like that shows what's wrong with the game, though, too, though. That's what the people are talking about.
Well, if they are pumping out fucking powerful gear for every level up, that would, like, everybody would be max powered by in a week.
Well, I was level 524 with my hunter when it said that, so I wouldn't have minded the Iron Banner gear at 524. However, when I got the gear of the boots and the legs thing that was supposed to be 524, because I was at 524, it came down to 508. So that's
they always drop low. Like they will, like my shits, I'm at 550 and they should this is dropped to 520. That's just a glitch, and they did that shit day one. They straight up said like, yeah, our shit's it's supposed to be powerful gear, but the only powerful gear you get is from the bounties. The rest of the packages are all like not at power. That's just a glitch.
See, and it used to be. And it used to be that whenever there was a special event, that's where you would go to get your highlight level, whatever special event it was. Now everybody's like, no, that's not where you go. That's not what you do it as. And it's like, in D1, that's how you got your light level up. And in D2, it's like, meh, whatever.
us and Gracchus Zahn.
I think you should blow up the tank.
He's a master tactician.
Oh, I must have got left. Oh, these people that I was gaming with or in the strike with, they must have left me. Oh well. I'm over it. I'm still doing my stuff.
Honestly, the thing I hate doing is actually fucking changing characters and having to retune my muscle memory to the next character type.
Right.
I use my hunter. I'll switch from my Titan or Warlock to my hunter, and then I'll press the button and expect to glide. And I'm like, oh, I'm on my hunter. I don't glide, so I have to get used to playing a hunter. Well, Titans, I'm still like a work in progress. Sometimes I get it down, and other times I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, Titan? Like, seriously.
I'll press 00 on a Warlock expecting to dodge, instead I pop a rift. So it's like, yeah. And I'll get gunned down.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Like, there's so many times that I wish I had, like, dodge reload or something on my character. That's not my hunter. I'm like, or if I'm like trying to find materials or something and I really wish I had a freaking... Man, that wizard is like way the fuck up there. What the fuck? She was just like, I had never seen her. She was like from the fucking cheat seats, like, hey, like, what are you doing? I mean, thanks, but what the fuck are you doing? I had never seen her just like, oh, I'm just gonna come up here and do nothing. Like, oh, oh yeah, stagger is real.
This is weird. I'm on a strike and I'm on a strike and I just looted a lost sector, if that tells you how lost I was. Come on. I just looted a lost sector. That is funny as shit. I know exactly where I am. I looted a lost sector while I was lost. There we go. New objective. I'm getting there. Should have already joined allies. Apparently I haven't.
I haven't joined allies yet because there are none!
Yay, joining allies, yay.
I ran a strike into the lost sector, joined allies, beat the boss, got 14 exotics. Like 3. I got a couple this week. I can't hate too hard.
Oh, that's what it dropped as. Okay, gotcha.
But not from a fucking, but not from a freaking iron, not from a bounty. It gives me powerful gear. I mean, this actually dropped in game.
Take that, Zahn. Yeah!
Sounds like I returned at just the right time. Excellent work, fire team.
Well, I turned just in time for them to beat the boss. And I got an email.
He'll show up. He showed up on at Rasputin to bitch me and Anna Bray out. You know, just. I think it's fucking funny. Anna Bray's been missing for like since the fucking Twilight War or whatever, and been gone for like 30 years. And all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, Anna Bray, you little shit, what are you doing?" Not like, "Hey, where you been?" Like, "Oh my god, we wondered if we were even alive." Like, you were being a naughty girl, Anna Bray.
Somebody needs a spanking, and her name is Anna Bray. You naughty, naughty little girl.
Hey, maybe it's been a while. I don't know about guardian sex lives.
Your ass is mine. Come here.
Maybe,
I don't want to.
You gotta think, if he's literally fucking staring at Ikora Ray all day, I mean, to see Anna Bray's little young ass, Asian ass, is probably like, damn. Like,
I just got. Oh my god, that was funny.
I saw that. Exotic just fly up in that air. Sorry, dude, that's just dragonfly, just a big explosion, not an exotic. If there is an exotic in the game that will drop, it will be for me, and it will be at 3 million power. I have a Destiny 3. I've already got a Destiny 3 exclusive exotic in my vault right now. I didn't hack and get it. I'm just friends with fucking Bungie. Yeah, I like the annual pass setup much better than an actual game separation, which I would say they learned. I would hope they learned from this experience, because I mean their first 2 games in the series were basic fucking mirrors of themselves and how they fucking went 2 shit expansions and then a massive game-changing expansion that put the game on the map, and then they just milked it until the next game came out and did the exact fucking same thing.
Guardian, we've received limited intel regarding a Vex information depot. I want you to get in there and figure out what they know.
Greetings, Captain. Commander Zavala has
Yeah,
requested
I like that, and I
run
watched, like I said, I watched IHE's video,
Please
and
allow
I
me to
watched
help you with your invasion of the inside
Dark Side
terminus.
Royalty War.
Hello, Failsafe. You're familiar with this place.
Oh yes, quite. The Vex were very active there when the Exodus Black first arrived on Nessus.
The Vex that murdered my crew
She's
came
gonna
from
save
there.
us. No, she's gonna.
I'm sorry that you have to relive those
No, we're
memories.
going with that plan.
It's
Breaks the
alright.
plastic fire.
It's only taken me a
Whatever the
few
fuck instead of
centuries
being here
to
because my
suppress
sound's off. Please slow my regards. Or like, no good, no good. Got a plan B, and she's like, never mind, we're going with that plan. Go away. We laughed at the voice acting in this strike. Me and my buddies were doing this as the Nightfall. I think last night or night before last, I was helping them run this as the Nightfall, and we were talking about how bad the writing and voice acting in this fucking strike is. Like, it's annoying. It's so annoying to the point that at one time I honestly had the dialogue sound effect turned off and the subtitles turned on so I could just read what they were saying instead of hearing it. Because the dialogue is such shit in this game. Like, the writers are a bunch of fucking kindergartners. My first reader shit. And the voice acting is trash. No they fucking spend all their voice acting budget on a bunch of fucking people that are in the game for 20 minutes, like Curse of Osiris. They had to get some fucking AAA Hollywood actors and to do the voice of Osiris and Sagira instead of, you know, paying actual voice actors. And then Curse of Osiris is fucking shit. I can't understand the play that shit. They're the fucking epitome of half-assed. Like you look up half-assed in the dictionary, it says Siege Bungie's Destiny.
It appears that the Vex are repelling a Cabal incursion at your present location.
Yes, but what are they doing here?
The Vex are currently calculating probabilities to that question.
It's the third one we gotta worry about, yo. What's sad is Warmind was a massive fucking step in the right direction from where they were at for the first two. Like, insane. Like Warmind was actually pretty goddamn fun, despite the fact that it was, if you're looking back, it's like, yeah, I got a 2-hour campaign for $20. And then they have an Iron Banner where they have a fucking emote that they don't put in for the grind, but you gotta spend half of what the fucking expansion costs.
Shit, missed my channel.
Yeah, the $20 in America, and then you turn around and the fucking emote was 10. Like, half the price of the expansion was for a single fucking Iron Banner emote that should have been in the fucking loot table to grind for, because that would have been something to grind for. What means? I mean, it's a really cool emote, I'm not gonna lie, but not for $20.
That guy looked like a commander of some sort.
That's correct, friendly ghost. That commander was Kargan, an elite Cabal scion who's caused significant damage to the Vex Collective in this time stream.
Nope.
This sounds bad.
Nope, we got Pilgrimage, we got High Plains, Blues. Search for Tangle Sword for Cage Killers. That's the one.
From our intel, he's mostly targeting Vex installations. However, removing him can only strengthen our position. Put him down.
I have good news.
And bad news.
Give us the good news first.
The good news is that you can expect only a few Vex as you approach the entrance
Well,
to
eventually,
the
I'm glad they did what they did to get Destiny 1 in the right place. I just wish they wouldn't have just basically redid Destiny 1 order of operations with Destiny 2. It should have just been here, they could have incorporated vanilla D2, all the expansions, and this as just add-on content to D1. Just give us access to all of the content that had D1 stuff and D2 stuff, and then just remove characters for story where they needed to. But it's not the case. They had to pull a Game of Thrones and basically kill off Cade just to get people interested in the fucking game again. They had to kill off the most popular character, the one that everybody knew whether they played Destiny or not. They had to fucking kill him off just so people would be interested in the fucking game again. Half the mission is that. Half this mission is skipped. Like, this is like one of the first story missions of Vanilla V2 where you're tracking down each person like Ikora and Cade and Zavala. This is where we go to Io and talk to...
Excellent work, Captain. You are at 50% completion of this task.
Because during the cutscene, we're standing there talking to Ikora, and she sets us out on this mission to get answers. Yeah, that was a big stickler. That's why they gave our Guardian 9 massive words to say in Destiny 2's Forsaken. Our Guardian spoke, and they're like, oh, they gave us a voice again. Yeah. Bad they didn't give us like hella dialogue. You know, and he was like, you won't have to. Resolve his mind. And then she says, deal. And apparently she says 2 more words somewhere along the line, so there's like 9 total, and I can only think of 7 off the top of my head. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Oh no, that's syllables, not the words. You don't have to worry about that. On the cutscene, the dialogue, she says you won't have to because Vala's like, I don't want to have Barry any more friends, and your Guardian's like, you won't have to because Aldrin Sov is mine. It's just like 7 words right there, and then she says like, deal. I'm talking to Spider. And that's the last you hear from your Guardian. But at least they don't have your fucking ghost just yammering on about every fucking dialogue experience in the entire fucking game either. Yeah, he even did a good job as Cade in this expansion. I mean, even though it wasn't Nathan Fillion, he still did a pretty dang good job of being Cade in this expansion. Even though Nathan Fillion has a certain like cadence to his speech that's very difficult to replicate. But Nolan North did a serviceable job as that. But as Ghost, it is fucking horrible. Like, whoever gave him the artistic direction of like, hey, make Ghost sound as fucking poppy and as happy and as naive as fucking humanly possible. Like, okay, you're trying to be a fucking character that's been through some shit. You've been searching for a Guardian for centuries, and you finally find one, and now you're all like, oh, you know, it's not fucking House of Mouse.
It looks like Target is using that complex to access the data artifact. Get me over to that Vex plate, and I'll try.
It's like gummy goes bouncing here and bouncing everywhere. It's like it's stupid. Like, what the fuck is this guy all about? Like, it doesn't. It's fucking terrible. And why the hell they just decided to up and just be like, you know, we don't like Dinklebot. Like, I'll see old school videos of people playing D1 back through the Dinklebot days, and I'm just like, oh, Dinklebot. He was. Yeah, so they went over the top of this fucking happy-go-lucky, look at me, I'm good, emotion bullshit in the Nolan North version, which fucking does not fit the aesthetic of the game you're playing, and comes across as extremely fucking annoying most of the time. Yeah, we gotta fight some taken shit here. Should be easy. I can't hear Nashville because he's annoying as fuck. And then at night I'm not out behind. Well, that's why they charge people a fucking $100 for basically a year-long beta like they did in D1. Which is why, because people did the same thing with Destiny 1 when they did Dark Below and House of Wolves. They like, what the fuck about this trash? And then they're like, yeah, well, and then the Taken King came out. And then, that changed the game for the better, and then they continued to tweak things and do things with Rise of Iron, which was the last big expansion for the game before they were like Destiny 2. And then last summer of 2017, they did the beta, which you had to pre-order to get the beta a week, or get an extra week of the beta, which was kind of a waste because the beta basically had nothing in it but like two fucking PvP modes and a strike, and that was the beta. Little did we know that it was going to be a year-long beta for Destiny 2 when it launched. And that means a lot of people qualified Destiny 2 as an unfinished game when it launched, because it pretty much is. I mean, this is the most polished and finished the Destiny game has felt, including D1, since this. I mean, this is the logic. I mean, I guess looking back, hindsight is always 20/20. But the logic of why the game wasn't like this from get-go is mind-boggling to me. Like, how the fuck did Destiny as a franchise not have the options that we have now going forward? This is the kind of hybrid FPS MMO game that people were wanting. It has an FPS feel with an MMO build as far as how you progress, how you do things, your customization with your weapons and your armor, blah, blah, blah.
It's heavily corrupted.
Like, that was the whole concept, and it took them 5 years to fucking finally make it happen in a way that is, like, consumer friendly, and now they're already fucking tuning shit to make shit easier. Like, this isn't my first reader. Like, if you don't know how to do shit in Destiny by now, if you're, I mean, I understand if you're a new player, then yeah, you just got a learning curve. But if you're a vet, then this should be fucking cakewalk. It should be no problems. You said you needed to do 2 heroic stories? That one was... Enter deep into the heart of the hive to retrieve a powerful Golden Age CPU and make it out alive. It's time to enter the infinite forest and find Osiris pre-prepared for anything. You've discovered the fabled Braytech futurescape. Investigate and search for traces of the war mind. Lonk.
Like them beating a dead horse with Halo with 353 Studios. Well, I liked it when it was the 1 and 3, but 4, 5, and the 6 when they're coming out with that I can care less about. Well,
Yeah,
then
that's,
they
the
then they
latest
put that he
scuttlebutt
was
for
actually
the
crouching
Halo
in a
series
chamber
is
asleep or something.
the Halo fucking people are kind of upset because they found out and announced that this Halo Infinite is going to be basically like Fallout 76 and ESO. It's going to be one of them online, like multi MMORPG type games
Oh,
in the
really?
Halo universe. Yeah, it's not going to be like a standalone campaign Halo franchise title. This isn't Halo 6, so to speak. This is more
This is
like
Halo
the
Destiny. Hello,
not
Destiny.
that, well, maybe Halo Destiny, but it's going to be more like
need your
Fallout
assistance in the
76 and those and that
What has the Vex done now?
and Elder Scrolls Online, where it's basically going to take place in the Halo universe, but you can go all over the place and basically MMORPG type game versus a standalone story.
Well, we'll find out which one was the better half.
Well, 343 Studios has been on a fucking losing streak since Halo 4, so I
what
really
exactly
don't
is the issue?
think they're gonna
I've recreated Dendron,
knock this one out of the park. But it's not to say that Bungie is.
You always do.
Yes.
That's why people talk.
Absolutely, yes, that is Microsoft. That was one of Halo is one of Microsoft's like exclusive franchises that has been a Microsoft exclusive franchise like forever, which was basically why Microsoft didn't want Destiny, because when Bungie left to go and basically work for Activision and make Destiny, they felt that it was going to infringe on their Halo market because it was so much similarities, especially being with the same studio. And so Bungie and Activision said, fine, Microsoft, you can suck our dick. We're going to totally make this PlayStation exclusive title. But they were like, but wait, but no, we changed our minds. We kind of want, Destiny. And they were like, okay, well, we already did a deal with Sony, so you can have the game, but they're going to have exclusive content to the end of fucking time. Like, okay. These PlayStation exclusives, were like a good solid month and a half after D2 was out.
You had people on the Xbox wondering how I knew how to do a strike when it was new to them because they just got it,
Yeah, the late distributor, that black lady.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it's blackout, when the walls can fucking kill you. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah. Their boots, and they did nerf blackout a little bit to where it wasn't so punishing, like Brawl can't come up and one hit you from full health if you're shooting something, but it's still pretty fucking deadly overall. So they did make it a little better as far as. Oh, this is the one where we watched the cutscene. This is the one where Zavala gives you a shame, know your name, Anna. I thought you were sorry you've been missing for forever, but you were a naughty girl.
You need to be to the tower and be spanked.
He is a pervy. I mean, he is.
He is blue.
Welcome back.
No, I was
You
kidding.
should remember this. You did great the first time.
I wasn't here.
Maybe that's not the only. Maybe he's blue everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Borrowed. To save all of time and space.
He starts saying he's blue balling, and everybody says, "Dude, you're an awoken. You're blue everywhere." Shut up. Not the point.
There's one good thing about me wearing this armor. You can't see when I pop a bullet when I look at the brain's pass. It's been a long time, Garth. Don't judge. It's been a long time, Garth. Don't judge.
To hide the way forward.
The root mind is all about that spire. We need to keep away from it.
I've been rezzed a few times since the last time I had any.
You brain jacked me, remember?
Oh, that's right. After the Guardian destroyed the root mine the first time, we spent weeks taking the simulation apart.
You needed a war with
The
the
Vex
ball.
have rebuilt it entirely. You really
And a
messed things
break.
up
You
this time,
needed a war
Osiris.
with my balls.
It was a risk I had to take, PsYkO. The Guardian has this handled.
Stop obsessing over Anna Braze and following your fucking people. I'm sorry. But look at that fine Asian ass. She is sexy as fucking Zavala!
If I had an egg roll every time I was told to stop. Stop it, Zavala! Damn it!
That's borderline racist, Zavala. I'm borderline ready to fuck the shit out of that. Zavala!
It's like you've done this before.
If only a certain warlock would stop undoing her work.
Anna Braze, I did a war with my
in
balls.
3 parallel simulations. I'll compose a detailed
Allah's taught a
at a
wolfing
later
game.
date.
No, he won't.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Without a dope beat to step 2, step 2, step
2. Oh, this is where we're gonna see Zavala tell Anna she's a naughty girl. Anna Brave's gonna go all fucking Roman Reigns and tell Seth Rollins he's a big sack who's suffering succotash.
When you destroyed
Probably
the
sucking
original
Bungie's
root
dick
mine
on the
and
low,
left, we programmed
like
demolition
usual.
charges into every floor of this spire and reduced it to bits of data. It's unsettling to know that the Vex have rebuilt all of this so quickly. I was hoping the root mine would take longer to get set up, but its arc beam is at full intensity. It'll be as tough as it was the first time.
I wasn't here for
Listen
that.
to coffee.
I think I was dead.
Don't be dramatic.
What about that
You were
boob sweat,
asleep.
yo?
I saw things in the
I
dark.
got that unlocked too.
The Traveler was there. And it was
What'd he
so
say?
small.
Oh my god. Alright, we got that unlocked.
just pulled the plug on this Spire's ARC network. Vex are pretty angry.
I would be too.
Excuse us while we, kill them.
You try to dodge drone, you end up looking like a teabag and every fucking thing. Oh, I guess the guy didn't have in his mind to revive any fucking body, because that would have been too hard to do. On YouTube, I'm doing the quest of Ace of Spades ReDuxe. The lag is real. Frame rate is dropping bad.
Mine has been neutralized. Osiris, if you had any plans for this thing, would you simply... I'm afraid there's not much of it left.
You've done well, Guardian. That corpse could be useful. I'll retrieve it soon.
Oh, I got booted. I got booted, girl.
No. She said she loved me, but I got booted. Did I put it? Booted. She booted.
What? Girl, I like the way your farts smell. Shit in my face, shit in my face. I like the way your farts smell. Shit in my face, shit in my face.
Oh my god. That is so funny. Boop. Spit it out, mate. She gets mad when she pooted, so that's why she shabooted.
Really, Vortex Grenade, go shut. Was it that fucking Kel's grave? Oh, yeah.
There's no reason to have that mask on, man.
You
I think I turned it on fan again instead of fucking air.
A friendly note. The Red Legion appear to have torn apart the planet's surface.
That sounds like a job for us.
Like, are you sure you can handle it?
Quiet, you.
I got that dirty and poo-poo.
Like seriously,